cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike.
Find more reasons to fold versus on the flop. But you don't have to get it in. See, you can just call and then see what happens on the river. And I think that's the key is when you re-raise, the hands that Jury now continues with narrows exponentially versus the hands that he's going to raise you on the turn with. Because I think Jury doesn't continue with all his two pair combos. I don't know. What do you guys in the chat think? I'd like to hear everyone in the chat there.
Jerry now has aces and up against Rev. Jerry made it 35. Rev called with ace jack and flops 2 jacks. Tony M's in there as well with a diamond draw.
Jerry's
look at Jerry's equity again.
Yeah,
he went from hero to 0.
Yeah, Jerry continuation betting his pocket aces. Rev with a smooth call, and that's going to bring Tony M in there as well. Oh, wow. What a turn. Rev with quads. Jerry with the second nuts. So a cooler one-way for Jerry. And really good lead by Rev. I like this because if Jerry does have an overpair like he does, Rev is going to get a lot of action from him. Jerry obviously not going to fold, but Jerry thinking to himself, can I raise for value? I don't think he can. Because if Rev is leading a 6 or something like pocket 9s, he's just gonna muck it. River brings in diamonds. But that's irrelevant. Rev with quads. I think Rev should just barrel off like 1,500 here. If your opponent does have the hand he has, he's going to pay you off. Otherwise, he's not going to call. This, in my opinion, this bet is too small. The hands that Jerry's going to call this river with are going to call, like, think about calling a $1,500 bet. That's just my one man's opinion, I think. Wow, Jerry thinking about going for value. Value raised by Jerry.
Rev doing a good acting job. Got a confused look in his eyes. What are you doing? That works really well, except for then when you come back and re-raise and you're like, wait a second.
Well, Rev's lead on the turn is what's confusing Jerry because that lead represents basically not quads. He just leads quads on the turn.
Yeah, who just calls him on the flop when there's 2 diamonds? Calls trips.
Now, what Rev is really hoping is Jerry has queens full. He's just praying that Jerry had pocket queens. Although having pocket queens is almost irrelevant to the fact that he has quads. I mean, if Jerry had kings, it's almost the same hand. That's queens, even unimproved. The real question is, what is Rev going to re-raise to? And Jerry saying, wow, can I muck this? This is unreal. How am I in these spots? Why am I never on the other end of having like something like set over set? Oh, wait.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. That was last
and that's how it goes. Easy come, easy go in this game. Sick game.
And this is what I was talking about, was like, Jerry's considered calling here, even though Rev has put in the third bet on this river. And had Rev just led 1,500, I think Jerry would have just always called. That's why I thought Rev should have led the river for something like 1,500. Pretty sick hand. Sick one way and sick the other way. And Jerry makes a call. Rev is going to show the nuts. Jerry's saying, wow, I had this guy dominate pre-flop. Aces against ace-jack. He flops trips, then turns the one-outer, which gets him the action. And once again, you got to think about what is Rev's lead 3-bet range on that river. And Danconia is seeing his money being passed around. Jerry won it last time when he set Danconia. And now Rev with quads against jacks full of aces.
It almost hurts more, too. Like if you're Danconia and you're like, ugh, this guy just won.